Welcome to Mackenzie Creations. In this video, we are going to work with Diamond Press. It's a celebration, stamps, dies, and stencils. And this is actually part of an auto ship that I'm on. Last November, they had a TSV on HSN, and this is part of the Ultimate Card Making Collection Kit. I'm not exactly sure of the name, but this is part of the auto ship with this collection. So let's just get started and go over what's in the kit. We have these wonderful dies right here. And today I'm thinking I'm going to use the balloons. And then they also have some borders right here. Celebrate You. And then this one right here says Happy Birthday to You. And then they also give you a second set of dies. And these are more for slimline cards. And so these are nice to have. Then they also give you a sheet of stamps. So I'll read these off in a moment. Okay, so let me get the instructional sheet right here. It's easier to read the stamps on here. So they have them all listed right here. Okay, so they have happy, and then they have a birthday stamp, and then they have these other little stamps, and you can combine these together. My friend, from me to you, wishing you have a wonderful day. So you can say happy birthday, my friend, happy birthday from me to you, wishing you a happy birthday, have a wonderful day. So then they also have the stamp celebrate, and then they also have the other words that go with it. It's time to, you're a wonderful reason to, eat cake, and it's a party. So now combining them together, it's time to celebrate, you're a wonderful reason to celebrate, eat cake and celebrate, it's a party, celebrate. And then they also have sending, so you can combine these together and say, you know, sending birthday wishes. And other stamps include it's your special day, hugs and wishes, let's party. So those are the stamps. And then next they have these stencils, and I'm going to hold them up so you can actually see on here. And they have them in color, so like pay attention to those. They have like the confetti, and then they have like these almost looks like little rosettes. And then right here they have like banners, and then over here they have balloons. So I'll get these stencils out. Give me a moment and I'll be right back. Okay, so these are the actual stencils, and I'll hold them up. And I think I'm going to work with this one today with the balloons. And then these are the banners. These are the rosettes. And then this is the confetti. So, let me just clean up for a moment. And then they also give you a cutting folder. This is a slimline cutting folder. And then these are just extra envelopes that they give you that you can store your dies in and stamps. And so it's always nice to have these. And then they also give you little tags so you can put your labels on here. So that's nice to have. So I'm just going to get cleaned up for a moment and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back and I have my stencil right here. And then I'm going to use a 5x7 card. So I already pre-cut a base card in black. And then I also cut my layer out. And my layer is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So we're going to actually do stenciling on the layer. So I'm just going to get this to the side, the base card. And then I'm going to use these ink pads that I have by Diamond Press. And then this also came with this collection from back in November. So I'm going to pull out some colors that I think will look nice with a mail card. So I'm going to use red. And then I'm going to take out this blue. And I think the turquoise will be nice. And then some yellow. And then I'm going to get the ink dauber. Okay. We'll get this to the side. And what I'm gonna do is, let me find my tape. I'm gonna put a piece of tape right here just to hold it down. Now put one in this corner right here. So when I'm stenciling, I just don't want my paper to shift around. I think I'll put some in all four corners. I'm just putting it right at the edge because I think I'm gonna stencil the whole layer. Okay. And then for my stencil, I know I have purchased some spray that you can spray on these stencils, so when you put it down, it'll stay in one position. However, I have no idea where it's at, so I'm just gonna line my stencil up over my layer, and some of these balloons are kind of gonna go off the paper. I think this is good right here. Yeah, let's see, let me push it over. Okay, so you just want to position it to however you like. Okay, I think that's good. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a piece of tape over top the stencil just to try to hold it down. And I'm going to do this side. Then I'm going to put one more piece at the top just to hold it down. Okay, so we're going to get started. I think I'm going to start with my lightest color, which is the yellow. So we're going to get this open. And then we're going to get started. I'm just going to dab my dauber into the ink and then, you know, just start stenciling. And I think I'll just do like a few yellow. Let's see. We'll do this one in yellow. And maybe this one up here, that's a half of a balloon. So I'm just dabbing down on here. Okay, so that's the yellow. And these ink pads are really juicy. These are nice. I know these are available on Diamond Press website as well. I think I'm gonna do the turquoise next. So let's get that open. So I'm just going to do the same thing in the turquoise, and then I'm going to follow up by the blue and the red, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and I have all my balloons stenciled in. And just wanted to point out with this dauber, it's a little bit big because, let me just show you. It kind of blended in with the different colors, like right here I got red into my turquoise, you know. So I would recommend getting the little finger daubers. If you don't care about your colors mixing, I mean, that's okay, but it was a little bit difficult for me, you know, going in with this dauber right here and not mixing the colors. So just wanted to point that out. But I'm not too concerned because we're going to cover some of this stuff up anyway. So I'm just going to put this to the side and let it continue to dry. And in the meanwhile, let me pull out the dies. Okay, where did I put them? Right here. Okay. So I'm going to use these balloons. Give me a moment to figure out what I want to do. And this will actually be cute, this big balloon right here. Cut this out, and then you will have to create another layer, but that would be cute to use this biggest one like that. Okay, let me figure out what I want to do with these balloons, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, And I think I have a plan. So I took the third largest balloon from this set right here, and I'm going to cut this out in red. And then I also have this twine here, and I'm going to just poke a little hole in the balloon and loop some twine in here just to give the card a bit more texture. And so we're going to get started with that. So I'm just going to cut this paper down. Okay, and I just had my die cutting folder. Okay, here we go. It's always sharp side down when you put your die on your paper. And I'm not going to tape this, I'm just going to hold it. It should be okay. Then I'm going to get my die cutting machine, and we're just going to run this through. Okay, so here's our balloon right here. So cute. And then I'm gonna get my hole punch right here. This is from We Are Memories, and I'm gonna see if I can just poke a hole in the bottom of the balloon. So let's see. Okay, so that worked out perfectly. I put a little hole in there. So I'm gonna take a moment and get my twine loop through here, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So I have my twine put into the end of the balloon right here, and so I'll cut it down once I get it on my card, but I just made it a little long. And then instead of making a tie, I just actually glued this to the back because I didn't want a big knot in the back. So here we go. And then for my sentiments, because I was thinking about putting happy birthday in the middle of the balloon. And so because my paper is glossy, I'm not going to stamp on here. And so I'm going to take this banner from the Crafter Companion banner set. If you haven't had a chance, look at that video. Cece came up with a way that you can cut out a bunch of banners at one time. So I love this. And so I picked out a few of the smaller ones. And so here's one right here that says happy birthday. And then here's another one. So I'm trying to think of which one I want to use. I think I'll go with this one. Yeah, that's nice. And so I'm just gonna get these put to the side. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my red ink, and I'm just gonna ink the edges of this banner. So I'm just gonna run it here through my ink. Okay, almost done. And it just gives it another dimension of color on the edges. Make it look like it's kind of drop shadow, like if you were to cut a piece of paper out and drop shadow this. So that's an easy way to do it. Just run it through some ink. And let me just get this one side a little bit better. Okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna get this glued down onto my balloon. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and get my layer glued down to my base. So we'll get this glued down. And then I'm gonna glue the sentiment down. And I think I'm gonna use some foam tape and get this balloon glued on here. So I'll be right back. So I'm back, and I have my adhesive on my balloon here. So I'm just gonna get this down. So remember I told you I had some of the ink blend in with the other ink. So I'm just gonna try to cover that up with this balloon right here. So we'll get this on, and I'll kind of put it at an angle. Okay, so I have this on, and I think that's good. And I'm gonna trim this a little later. This card is still a little plain to me. So what I'm going to do is I took the smallest 2 dies of the balloons and I'm going to cut these out. So instead of trying to use color paper, because that would be hard to match these colors, I'm just going to cut these out in white, and then I'm going to take my actual ink right here and just ink it in. So I'll do that, and I'll get them glued onto my card, and then I'll come back with the final look of the card. Okay, I am back with the final look at the card. So let me just hold it up. I went ahead and cut a few of these balloons out, the smaller balloon dies. Then I just inked them in with the blue, the yellow, and then the turquoise down here, just to give it a little bit more dimension. So I really enjoyed using Diamond Press. It's a celebration stamping die kit. Take care and see you in the next video.